Cincinnati, full story. In the city of Cincinnati, Ohio, in the old neighborhood of Over the Rhine, lived a quiet man named Ethan Miller with his wife Sophie. For months, Ethan had felt that something in his marriage had changed. Sophie spent long nights on her phone, and Ethan noticed that his younger brother, Logan, started visiting the apartment far more often than before. One week, Ethan had to travel to Cleveland for a work meeting. On his way there, he received a message from an unknown number that said, "Check your home cameras before you come back." Confused, Ethan pulled into a Shell station outside Cleveland and opened the camera app. What he saw broke him. Sophie entering the apartment with another man, laughing, close and comfortable. When the man finally turned his head, the camera showed his face clearly. It was Logan, his own brother. Ethan cancelled his meeting and drove straight back towards Cincinnati. The rain fell hard across the highway between Columbus and Dayton, but his mind was silent, too silent. He arrived home close to 11 p.m. The apartment was mostly dark, except for a warm light flickering from the living room. Ethan walked inside quietly. That's when he saw them. Sophie and Logan sitting together, talking softly, smiling, too close to each other to be innocent. When they realised Ethan was standing there, Sophie froze. Logan stood up slowly, raising his hands. "Ethan, listen bro, it's not what you think." But Ethan wasn't listening anymore. The betrayal hit deeper than anything he had ever felt. Logan reached forward, trying to calm him, but Ethan pushed him away in panic and rage. Logan slipped, fell backward, and struck his head on the corner of a metal desk. The sound echoed through the apartment. Logan didn't move again. Shaking, Ethan ran out of the building and drove up to Mount Adams, the quiet hill overlooking the lights of Cincinnati and the Ohio River. He sat alone in the car, staring at the glowing city, trying to understand what had just happened. Then he heard a whisper from behind him. "You took my life, brother." Ethan looked into the rearview mirror and saw the shadow of Logan sitting in the back seat. When he turned around, no one was there. The whisper continued, soft, broken, following him inside his head. At dawn, the police found Ethan wandering along Hill Street, trembling, talking to someone who wasn't there. He never returned to the apartment in Over the Rhine. Today, the apartment stays empty. Neighbours claim that late at night, they hear a man's voice whispering through the hallway. Ethan opened the door